Welcome to the Dopely English Podcast. Learn to express yourself with confidence and ease. Think about this for a second. You might have hundreds of followers checking out your daily stories, yet when you're going through a tough time, you realize there's no one you can actually call.
That's so true. You can receive endless likes, hearts, comments, and direct messages, but still end up feeling completely misunderstood or alone.
It's a strange paradox of modern life, isn't it?
Absolutely. We are constantly reachable through our phones.
But does that actually make us any easier to connect with on a deeper level?
Today, we're addressing a thought that so many people silently wonder about every single day.
Does real, lasting love still exist today? Or have we swapped genuine emotional intimacy for something that just looks convincing from a distance? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Dopely English Podcast, your warm and welcoming space to improve your conversational English through relatable topics. I'm Emma.
And I'm Leo. You know, Emma, today's topic hits a bit closer to home than usual.
It really does. We're diving into love, modern loneliness, digital distractions, relationships, and what it truly means to be close to someone today.
Just to be clear, we aren't here to declare that romance is completely dead.
Oh, definitely not. That would be far too depressing for a regular weekday episode.
Exactly. I definitely wasn't prepared for an emotional crisis today.
Fair enough. So it's going to be an honest conversation, but definitely a hopeful one.
And for all our language learners listening, we are keeping our vocabulary simple today, around the B1 to B2 level.
Everyday language, practical words, and a smooth, natural speaking pace. If you can follow along easily, you're doing a fantastic job.
Later on, in our word tour segment, we'll pick out a few rich vocabulary words from today's chat and break them down step by step.
Perfect. And in Say It Better, we'll take basic, plain sentences and transform them into far more natural expressions.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a fresh perspective on love and relationships,
along with brand new English phrases to express your thoughts confidently.
That's the Dopely English Podcast style.
And, as many of our listeners know, we've introduced a great tool to help you speak more fluently, the Dopely English Answer Builder.
It's designed specifically for learners who understand spoken English well, but tend to pause or freeze when asked a basic question.
You know the right words in your head, but your spoken response turns out too short or abrupt.
You just end up saying, "Yes, it's nice," and then the conversation awkwardly dies out.
The Answer Builder helps you overcome that step by step.
It teaches you how to comfortably add a reason, share a personal feeling, give an example, or share a small story.
That way, your answers sound much warmer, fuller, and far more natural.
Our teaching style is straightforward. No dry textbook rules, no overwhelming grammar lessons.
Just real-world speaking practice that you can put into use right away.
Complete with simple sentence patterns, handy phrases, and interactive practice.
So instead of just reading along silently, you actually practice speaking out loud.
That's the Dopely English Podcast style.
And, as many of our listeners know, we've introduced a great tool to help you speak more fluently, the Dopely English Answer Builder.
It's designed specifically for learners who understand spoken English well, but tend to pause or freeze when asked a basic question.
You know the right words in your head, but your spoken response turns out too short or abrupt.
You just end up saying, "Yes, it's nice," and then the conversation awkwardly dies out.
The Answer Builder helps you overcome that step by step.
It teaches you how to comfortably add a reason, share a personal feeling, give an example, or share a small story.
That way, your answers sound much warmer, fuller, and far more natural.
Our teaching style is straightforward. No dry textbook rules, no overwhelming grammar lessons.
Just real-world speaking practice that you can put into use right away.
Complete with simple sentence patterns, handy phrases, and interactive practice.
So instead of just reading along silently, you actually practice speaking out loud.
That's the Dopely English Podcast style.
And, as many of our listeners know, we've introduced a great tool to help you speak more fluently, the Dopely English Answer Builder.
It's designed specifically for learners who understand spoken English well, but tend to pause or freeze when asked a basic question.
You know the right words in your head, but your spoken response turns out too short or abrupt.
You just end up saying, "Yes, it's nice," and then the conversation awkwardly dies out.
The answer builder helps you overcome that step by step.
It teaches you how to comfortably add a reason, share a personal feeling, give an example, or share a small story.
That way, your answers sound much warmer, fuller, and far more natural.
Our teaching style is straightforward, no dry textbook rules, no overwhelming grammar lessons.
Just real-world speaking practice that you can put into use right away.
Complete with simple sentence patterns, handy phrases, and interactive practice.
So instead of just reading along silently, you actually practice speaking out loud. Awesome! Now, as you listen today, reflect on this. Are you truly connected with the people in your life, or are you just digitally linked to them? All right, let's jump in. I feel like one big reason people question if true love still exists is because modern society gives us so many visual substitutes for connection.
That's spot on. We see signs of attention everywhere. Notifications, likes, quick replies, and little red heart icons.
The heart emoji is definitely doing all the heavy lifting these days.
It really is. But sending a digital heart on a phone screen doesn't mean someone actually cares about your well-being.
Exactly. Someone could literally watch every story you upload and still fail to notice when you're silently hurting.
Ouch. That's a painful reality, but it's so true.
It really is. Being seen by people isn't the same thing as being truly known by them.
Could you unpack that a bit more?
Being seen just means you have an audience. Being known means someone understands what's really going on beneath the surface, beyond the quick smile and the standard, "I'm doing fine."
I see. And real love requires that deeper level of understanding.
Exactly. And here's something I've noticed. When a relationship starts, intense attention can easily be mistaken for love.
Oh, absolutely. Someone texts you constantly, remembers every tiny detail you mentioned, and responds instantly.
And you instantly think, wow, this must be the real deal.
But that's not always the case, right? Getting attention doesn't automatically mean someone genuinely cares for you.
Right, and genuine affection doesn't always guarantee a real commitment.
Can I jump in here? I think this is where many people get confused. They mistake strong physical chemistry for real compatibility.
Ah, brilliant point. Those are two completely different concepts.
Chemistry is that initial spark, the thrilling excitement, that sudden, "I really like this person" feeling.
That captivating smile that gets your attention.
Yes, exactly that.
But compatibility is about whether your everyday lives actually work together, your core values, how you communicate, and your long-term goals for the future.
Precisely. You can have incredible chemistry with someone, yet be completely incompatible in real life.
Like when you can laugh together for hours, but you ultimately want totally different lifestyles.
Wow, that's such a mature realization. It hurts a bit because of how accurate it is.
I know, but it's reality. A spark might ignite a flame, but it takes actual effort to keep that fire burning over time.
That makes sense. It requires active care from both people.
Exactly. That's the point where love evolves from just a passive feeling into a conscious decision.
A choice you make every single day.
Right. So that brings us to the first issue. What looks like love isn't always real love.
Now, here is the second point, and it's a bit hard to face. Why do modern relationships feel so easy to throw away?
Can I share something a bit direct?
Go right ahead.
Modern relationships often feel temporary, easy to start, and just as easy to discard.
That sounds harsh, but it's an honest observation.
I think online dating apps worsen this mindset. The second a conversation feels slightly awkward, people feel there's always another profile waiting.
Someone who seems funnier, calmer, or more interesting.
Or just someone with better photos and filters.
Okay, that's painfully relatable.
Right? But when people constantly believe a better option is just a swipe away, they stop investing real effort into the person right in front of them.
They focus on comparing people instead of actually connecting with them.
And social media feeds into this fantasy. Online, love always appears completely effortless.
Oh, totally. Perfect anniversary posts, romantic vacation photos, soft music in the background.
It's always photos on a sunny beach.
Always.
Always. And then you look at your own life and think, we had a disagreement about household chores yesterday. Is our relationship failing?
It's not failing, it's just real life.
Well, that's a great way to reframe it. Social media highlights the beautiful flowers, but hides the deep roots beneath.
Meaning you see the happy public highlights, but not the difficult conversations that happened behind closed doors.
Like the humble, I was wrong, I'm sorry moments, you rarely see those posted online.
Rarely. Yet those moments are what actually preserve a relationship.
They truly are. But can I challenge a point here?
Sure, go ahead.
Isn't it also true that certain relationships should end early? Not every short-lived relationship should be viewed as a failure, right?
Oh, I completely agree with you.
Sometimes walking away is a sign of self-respect or simply realizing that the dynamic wasn't healthy.
Right. When people claim that relationships lasted longer in the past, what they often mean is that people used to stay together even when they were miserable.
Exactly.
So I don't want our listeners to think we're saying stay in a bad situation no matter what.
Definitely not. Real love shouldn't mean quietly enduring unhappiness.
Glad we clarified that.
Leaving can be a healthy choice. Sometimes walking away is the wisest decision you can make.
But then, what is the fine line between leaving an unhealthy dynamic versus leaving simply because you don't know how to handle temporary discomfort?
That really is the central question, isn't it?
Because even the healthiest relationships encounter uncomfortable moments, miscommunications, bad days, or tired arguments after a stressful workday.
Yeah, that's just normal life taking its course.
And if every single uncomfortable moment causes someone to run for the exit, love never gets the opportunity to mature and grow.
Isn't that essentially what ghosting is? Someone just cuts off communication and vanishes without a word.
Exactly. And it leaves the other person stuck in a mental courtroom.
A mental courtroom?
Yeah, constantly evaluating evidence, asking endless questions, running a mental trial. Did I say something wrong? Was I demanding?
A bit dramatic, but I totally understand what you mean. And usually the actual reason is far simpler.
The person simply lacked the maturity to have a difficult conversation.
Disappearing is easier than explaining yourself.
Easier, definitely, but certainly not respectful or kind.
So, love becomes disposable when people consistently choose the easiest escape route.
But it grows stronger when two people actively learn how to work through issues together.
Like humbly saying, I understand why that hurt your feelings, or I could have handled that situation much better.
Exactly. Phrases like that don't sound flashy or romantic online.
No, but they're the exact words that preserve real-life relationships. Okay, so that covers the tricky parts. What does genuine love actually look like once the initial excitement settles down?
Perhaps the main question isn't just, does true love still exist?
Right. Maybe it's what actually enables love to survive after the initial spark wears off.
Because the honeymoon phase gets all the romantic focus, the initial text, the exciting first date.
That thrilling moment when someone makes you laugh in that unforgettable way.
There's that charm again.
But once the beginning phase passes, love is no longer just about thrill. It becomes a reflection of personal character.
Exactly. Excitement comes naturally when everything is novel and fresh.
But real love faces its true test when daily routine takes over.
Text responses become slower, and both partners get exhausted from life.
One person seeks comfort while the other struggles to find the right words to say.
And that's the moment where the bond either deepens or begins to fade away.
May I add another thought?
Of course.
I feel like many people claim they want true love, but what they actually desire is to feel chosen without putting in the real effort to be truly known.
Wow, that's a deep observation.
It really is.
Because being fully known isn't always comfortable. Partner sees your flaws, your mood swings, your stubborn habits, not just your perfect side.
That is the core of true vulnerability.
Exactly. Allowing someone to see the real you while trusting that they won't use your weaknesses against you.
Right, but let's be careful here as well.
How so?
I don't want us to imply that as long as you're mature, every single relationship will work out perfectly.
Oh, absolutely not. That's unrealistic. Sometimes two wonderful individuals are simply not meant for each other long term.
Or sometimes the timing in life is just wrong. So a relationship coming to an end doesn't automatically mean the affection was fake.
Exactly. Some love is entirely genuine, even if it wasn't meant to last forever. And that's okay.
Yeah, an ending doesn't have to prove that love was never real in the first place.
So perhaps the kind of love worth believing in isn't the loud, dramatic kind.
It's the kind of care that encourages you to be more genuine and authentic, rather than making you feel small.
Not a flawless fantasy love.
No, a safe partnership where you can comfortably express, "That hurt me," and the other person listens rather than starting an argument.
Where repairing the connection matters far more than winning an argument.
Maybe genuine love isn't a relationship that never faces hardship.
Maybe it's the kind of love that knows how to heal and rebuild after experiencing hardship.
Yes, I think that's the true essence of it.
Well, this feels like the perfect moment to shift gears and explore a few key vocabulary words from our discussion today.
Welcome to Word Tour. This is where we focus on valuable words from our chat and learn how to apply them naturally in daily conversations.
A quick reminder for our returning listeners, you might notice certain useful vocabulary words reappearing across different Dopely English podcast episodes.
And yes, that is completely intentional.
It's a proven learning technique called spaced repetition. Encountering the same vocabulary across various contexts, emotions, and topics helps your brain retain it effortlessly.
So when a word sounds familiar, don't worry.
It's a clear sign of progress.
It means the word is transitioning from "I understand it" to "I can actually use it smoothly." And that is precisely our goal for you. Today's vocabulary words carry deep meaning, but we'll break them down in a clear, practical way.
Our first word today is vulnerability.
It's a big term with a very relatable human meaning.
Exactly. Vulnerability. Vulnerability.
Vulnerability. Vulnerability means being open and honest about your true feelings, even when it feels risky or uncomfortable.
Like having the courage to say, "I felt hurt by that," or "I need your support right now," or "It's hard for me to trust again."
And showing vulnerability is definitely not a sign of weakness.
In fact, it requires immense personal bravery.
You could say, it takes vulnerability to open your heart again after going through a painful heartbreak.
What a great sentence. Honest, yet empowering.
Our next word is compatibility.
This is the concept we compared with chemistry earlier, right?
Yes, chemistry is that initial, exciting spark.
But compatibility determines whether two people can actually build a practical life together.
Compatibility.
Compatibility. Compatibility revolves around shared values, communication styles, future aspirations, and daily habits.
So you could say, we share great chemistry, but I'm unsure if we have the long-term compatibility needed for a relationship.
That's a very practical sentence. It sounds thoughtful and mature.
Our third word is disposable.
A word that carries a somewhat heavy tone today.
Indeed. Disposable.
Disposable.
Disposable describes something intended to be used briefly and then thrown away, like a plastic cup.
But when applied to human relationships, we use it carefully because people aren't objects to be replaced.
Exactly. We use it to describe the uncomfortable feeling of being easily replaced.
You might say, nobody deserves to feel disposable in a loving relationship.
Short, meaningful, and very expressive.
Next up, we have reciprocity.
This is a fantastic word to know.
It sure is. Reciprocity. Reciprocity.
Reciprocity. Reciprocity means mutual exchange, where effort and care flow equally in both directions.
It means one person isn't always the only one initiating contact,
Or always the one apologizing first.
or carrying the entire emotional weight of the relationship alone.
Exactly. A healthy, lasting partnership requires genuine reciprocity from both sides.
Clear, concise, and highly useful.
Our final word today is disillusioned.
This word sounds quite formal, doesn't it?
It does, but its meaning reflects a very common human experience. Disillusioned.
Disillusioned.
Disillusioned means feeling disappointed because something proved to be less meaningful, true, or wonderful than you originally expected.
Like when someone enters the dating world hoping for real connection, but encounters superficial behavior or sudden ghosting instead.
You could say, I sometimes feel disillusioned with modern dating, yet I still believe meaningful connection is achievable.
I love that sentence because it balances reality with optimism.
To recap, our 5 words today are vulnerability, compatibility, disposable, reciprocity, and disillusioned.
Simple, strong, and incredibly useful vocabulary.
And if you'd like to practice today's lesson further, our community platform is always there to guide you.
You can access complete transcripts, vocabulary quizzes, shadowing exercises, and interactive games.
That way, these expressions won't just stay in this episode.
They'll become words you can confidently use in your own English conversations.
That's so important because we often feel an emotion clearly in our minds.
But struggle to articulate it smoothly in English.
Exactly. So now let's take a few basic emotional statements and refine them to sound more natural, expressive, and practical.
Welcome to Say It Better.
Today, these aren't just standard language exercises. They carry real emotional weight.
We'll keep them clear, practical, and natural.
First basic sentence. People see my posts, but they don't know me.
That expresses a sense of isolation.
It's clear, but we can make it far more reflective.
Say it better. I might be visible to many people online, but only a selective few truly know who I am.
That carries much more emotional depth.
Yes, it highlights that being noticed isn't the same as being understood.
Next basic sentence. We talk all the time, but we're not close.
A very common situation nowadays.
There's frequent communication, but a lack of true depth.
Say it better. We maintain constant communication, yet there is very little actual closeness between us.
That sounds much more articulate.
The issue isn't a lack of messaging, it's that the connection remains superficial.
Next basic sentence. I'm scared to show my feelings.
A very vulnerable statement.
Yes, but we can frame it in a way that sounds self-aware rather than insecure.
Say it better. It requires vulnerability for me to open up, especially after facing past heartbreaks.
That sounds far more empowered.
Exactly. It frames openness as courage rather than just fear.
Next sentence. We like each other, but we're really different.
Simple idea, but we can refine the precise meaning.
Say it better. We definitely share chemistry, but I'm unsure if we have genuine long-term compatibility. That's such an effective phrase, because chemistry explains the immediate spark, while compatibility addresses long-term reality.
Next sentence. People leave too fast now.
That sounds like a simple vent.
Let's transform it from a complaint into a thoughtful observation.
Say it better. Modern relationships often feel disposable when individuals choose to avoid tough discussions instead of repairing the bond.
That provides real insight into the issue.
It explains the underlying behavior, not just the hurt.
Next basic sentence. I do everything in the relationship.
That sounds very draining.
Say it better. I seek a relationship built on equal reciprocity rather than one-sided effort.
That conveys high self-respect while staying calm.
Exactly. It shifts from feeling victimized to stating a clear personal standard.
Next sentence. I don't believe in love anymore.
A heavy statement. It sounds like shutting down completely.
Say it better. I occasionally feel disillusioned with modern love, yet I still remain hopeful about real human connection.
That acknowledges reality while maintaining hope.
And maintaining hope is often the healthiest approach.
Final sentence. Love isn't just texting.
True, but a bit plain.
Say it better. Genuine love isn't defined by constant messaging. It's shown through genuine presence, honesty, effort, and care.
That perfectly summarizes today's entire theme.
Because someone can message you constantly while remaining emotionally distant.
While someone else might text less but show up consistently when you need them most.
So redefining that simple thought gives us a deeper way to understand relationships.
That's a wonderful thought to wrap up today's episode with.
Real connection hasn't disappeared. It simply requires quieter spaces, honest conversations, and people willing to be genuinely vulnerable.
We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you believe true love still exists today?
Practice your English fluency by completing this thought in the comments. I believe true love requires.
Keep your responses authentic and genuine.
As always, keep practicing and keep leaping forward with your English skills.
See you all in the very next episode. Goodbye for now.